Whoa,
Holy
what
shit.
the fuck? Pierce woke up in an asylum installed in the cellars of the Riverside Institute. He met Dr. Colden, a female friend of Bradley, who helped him to escape. Wandering through the corridors of this place where Dr. Fuller reigned supreme, Pierce was able to talk to a man called Francis Saunders. Before dying in the full view of the detective, he accused Sarah Hawkins of being the cause of his torments. Pierce finally left the accursed building and accompanied by Bradley and Colden. The companions in misfortune decide to use Hawkins' mansion as a hideout. What the fuck? Why?
It's the best place. Nobody will look for them here.
I guess.
It's ingenious.
So ingenious.
Oh. You got eyeballs. Ooh.
Who goes there? That nightmare again. I need a drink.
Oh, I definitely need a drink.
Again?
Oh,
when
yeah.
did we have that dream before?
Well, we're in the hospital? Maybe? I forgot. We'll check the tapes.
I don't know about that, but okay.
No. I want to know what Bradley and Dr. Colden have to say about all this.
No, I want to get the fuck out of here. Fuck this shit. I'm not getting paid very well in this case.
Not paid enough, one might say.
Oh, yes.
You're awake,
Paid enough.
Mr. Pierce.
Yes.
How do you feel?
Feel like shit.
Did I sleep long?
The day's only starting. It's fine.
You have whiskey. Brandy. Wait. I found it.
That's all I need.
Yeah, that's what we
Time to
need.
drink the pain away. Bottoms up.
Oh, go.
Keep going, see if like you can get super intoxicated.
Before having this conversation?
Yeah, we're just role playing here.
Yeah, of course.
This is what he would do. I mean, fuck, after getting out of that asylum, yeah, I'd need a drink.
Mm-hmm. Fuck sleeping pills. Getting drunk is the way to go.
Forget the cup, just grab the bottle.
Oh.
Oh, the music. Can you not pick it up anymore?
Nope. I hear an echo off my laugh. Weird. Oh, another one.
Oh, I guess you're only buzzed for a little bit.
Hey,
How's
Bradley.
that fugitive? Dr. Fuller hasn't reported your disappearance to the force, but that'll come soon.
Bradley?
Who else would it be?
Mr. Pierce, are you all right? You look like you saw a ghost.
You were dead, Bradley. What
There are
the
things
fuck happened?
I can't explain.
Tell us. What happened?
Ooh.
Oh.
I would go with the weirder one.
The cult?
occults.
Mhm.
I saw people
Yeah.
in hoods. They had stolen Mrs. Hawkins' paintings.
Who are you talking about? Why would they do such a thing?
I don't know, but they were a threat. They've taken over the caves under the mansion. They were performing some kind of ritual. One of the entryways was under Charles Hawkins' office.
We suspect Mr. Hawkins of being involved.
My patients believe the old islanders used to worship primitive sea gods. Could they be the focus of the cult?
Am I hearing this right?
So you think me gullible?
No, not at all.
What else did you uncover, Mr. Pierce?
Wait, did they explain why Bradley is alive yet?
No,
Okay,
not at all.
Can I talk to Bradley? Let's go talk to Bradley.
Yeah,
All right,
talk to
conscious.
Bradley.
Let's go talk to Bradley.
You should be dead. Oh, why do we need medicine for that?
Why? Fine.
I would use
What I'm sure of now
the psychotic one.
is that the
Oh, okay.
Hawkins case isn't just an accident.
Sorry,
And what brings
conscious.
you to that conclusion?
The fact that Charles Hawkins survived the fire.
I don't understand. Mr. Hawkins was buried.
That's what he would have you believe.
I have a hard time believing you.
You were there, Bradley. You even opened fire on him.
I'd remember that.
Why would he fake his own death? Do you think he covered up his wife's murder?
That's possible.
Seems hard to swallow. Don't you have anything more concrete, Pierce?
Yes, use the brain one.
Yeah, I didn't notice that. I'm sorry.
I heard you talking earlier.
Why am I not surprised?
I get the impression you two don't get along.
Intrusive and not very clever. Anyway, let's get back to the business at hand.
Maybe they
Well, that's
once
all we get.
dated.
Your memory seems to be failing you. Ooh.
Bradley, what do you remember?
I don't understand your question.
The night we went into the Hawkins mansion. You don't seem to remember the tunnels and what occurred there.
No memory of going down any tunnel. No, we were in the manor, then,
Then what?
the rest is quite blurry. I don't recall how I came back home.
And then?
Because you died.
I went to visit you at the hospital and called on Marie's help to get you released.
And you don't remember the events of the tunnel.
I don't. Let's talk about something else.
That's
Talk about something else because you died?
okay.
Quit dodging the question.
Okay, conscious. I don't know. I think since I'm driving, I just like start to think like he's like a conscious drink. Okay, brain.
I'm ready to hold a knife at Bradley's neck right now. And like I want some goddamn answers.
So, is this really Bradley?
I don't know.
Or
That's
am I
a very
insane?
good question. I want to say that I want to say it is Bradley, and then they did some mumbo jumbo stuff to him, and like maybe like who's to say they don't have the power to like heal and like muddy up his mind?
Yeah. Or if I fall into the pit, I could be hallucinating. That's really
yeah, I don't know.
stretching it.
This is a game. This is a game about madness, so like it's within the realm of possibility. Like we could be going mad. Who's to say this is reality? It's hard to tell.
Oh. All right, let's go talk to Calden.
Okay.
Oh.
Ooh, wait.
Sure.
Okay, yeah, the top two.
Given
Either
the
one looks
energy
good.
he pours into Riverside, I presume it was Fuller's creation.
His father's, to be correct. He was a surgeon on board the Scylla. He founded the hospital in 1904 with funds from the Hawkins family before he died and his son Thomas Fuller took over.
Two families inextricably linked.
Most island families are that way. Captain Fitzroy's father was also a seaman aboard the Scylla.
Powerful families
Seaman.
dominating everything.
Yes, and as you could tell, Dr. Fuller is like some crazed emperor.
He wouldn't be happy if he knew we were snooping around.
I know the risks. I don't fear him. Do you wish to know anything else?
Alright, Sarah Hawkins was committed.
I found a file bearing Sarah Hawkins' name in the Institute's basement.
It makes sense. A powerful family like the Hawkins had the means to hide such a disgrace.
But everyone knows the Fullers have been taking care of the Hawkins for at least a generation. And all were aware of Mrs. Hawkins' fragility.
Perhaps, but no one would allow a psychiatric internment.
From what I read in the file, Fuller used her as a subject of his experiments.
Francis Sanders and Sarah Hawkins, subjects of Dr. Fuller. Why those two?
Why indeed?
Probably Sanders was getting visions and paintings. And Sanders the one who bought them. And so he probably witnessed his paintings and maybe he became crazy?
Yeah. You maybe? I mean the paintings have some sort of like power. Why else would the cult want it so bad?
Right. So I mean, I mean, back then, I mean, you got to think of this way too. I mean, we got to think of this way. If we, you know, back in the 1920s, when we see weird images like that, I probably go be weird about this type of stuff. Especially we're not have knowledge about other cultures, mythology, and stuff like that. So I don't know. Maybe.
Yeah, I don't know.
Dr. Fuller seems to be leaving a trail of corpses. Not to mention those strange machines, chains, and tools of all kind.
Yes, I've been telling you that Fuller uses his patients as guinea pigs.
What I saw was more akin to torture than medicine.
Do you even hear what you're saying? Dr. Fuller is highly respected.
It's the truth, Ethan, and I'll prove it to you. I'm listening, Mr. Pierce.
Oh.
Highly respected.
Sure. Alright. What they had to dare me? I'm kind of curious. Maybe she knows? Golden?
Sure, what they had me endure.
I have
Why not?
flashbacks. They haunt me.
What did they do to you?
There was that Dr. Fuller and a nurse. Blood everywhere. My legs, the pain, I couldn't bear it. I was screaming. They injected me with something. I woke up at the Institute. Bradley was there.
And how you scared us. You seemed demented.
You likely woke up during the anesthesia. No wonder those memories haunt you. What in God's name were they doing to you?
What happened afterwards?
When I woke up the second time, I was in a padded cell. That's where you found me, Doctor. After you released me, I got a good look at what's in store for the patients of the Riverside Institute. Hallucinogenic gas pumped into the cells. An infernal machine. Horrific medical experiments.
Impossible. Dr. Fuller would never do such a thing.
You should believe it, Ethan. What Mr. Pierce saw is precisely what I've been trying to prove. Did you discover anything else?
Okay, hold on. Why Bradley's in denial with this? Why did he choose to get us out? I don't get this.
That's a very good question. Like, if he thought, like, the doctor was so respectable, like, why would he think otherwise? Like,
yeah, I don't...
If the doctor said we were crazy, why would he go against him?
Exactly.
It doesn't make sense. I don't quite get it.
There's a bit of a... I mean, obviously, there's something wrong with Bradley, and there's no point in hounding him about it. We did, but it lead us to nowhere.
Yeah.
Alright, this is like the last choice.
I met a Francis Sanders. Do you know him?
Of course, he's a patient. Or was. I haven't seen him since Dr. Fuller had him transferred to the basement.
He knew Sarah Hawkins, and that's what killed him.
What? How did he die?
I'm not sure I can explain it.
Tell me how Mr. Sanders died.
The Shambler.
Do you want to reveal that we saw something bizarre, or do we want to just say a crisis? I mean...
I would say the Shambler, just so that they know the keyword.
Yeah. Okay.
What are you gonna do? Bring us back to the doctor?
We saw the guy levitating and getting strangled by some invisible creature known as the Shambler. You know, that's the unusual.
They'll think it's crazy now, but later on, they'll come up again.
With us.
Of what do you speak?
Sanders said it was Sarah Hawkins' visitor. He spoke of it like a living being.
Sarah Hawkins? Have I missed something here? This makes no sense. I don't see how it can help crack the Hawkins case.
You really think she's involved? How could she have murdered Mr. Sanders?
Francis Sanders mentioned Mrs. Hawkins just before dying. It's no coincidence.
You know, Francis Sanders was a well-known art collector. I guess you can still pay a visit to his wife, Irene Sanders.
An art collector, you say? That's probably how they met.
If you plan on having dinner at the Sanders household, please spare the widow the tale of her late husband's suffering.
I don't agree. She deserves the truth.
But that truth may be biased. We don't know the bottom of it.
I agree with Colden on that. There's no, if we spill what happened to him, that's, I mean, she'll probably push away. She might just
find, yeah, I think we'll push her away. Because, like, how are you going to explain to a widow that, hey, your husband died by a shambler?
Right.
And then she might not give us info. Because she's like, how dare you speak of my husband?
But this could lead us to the info. She might be like, maybe she is aware of weird stuff. Maybe the husband was acting odd and maybe her name of a shambler.
I don't know. It's sucky that it's making us choose right now. Like, how do we know we don't want to change our minds once we meet her? But I don't know. I say we stay tactful and just like stay prudent.
I agree. All right, we'll stay prudent.
You're right. Without a plausible explanation for what I saw, let's not jump to conclusions.
That seems wise indeed.
Very well. I'll go to see Francis's widow. Perhaps I'll find a link between her husband's death and Sarah Hawkins.
Don't end up in the hospital this time.
I'll do my best.
All right. We have a choice to talk to these guys again?
Let us go now and learn the truth about what's happening on this island.
Okay.
The other night's events are still confused in my head.
I don't think you're Bradley. I feel like there's something inside of you.
Just take him and like shake him around. Like, who are you? You know something funny too? Like, if everyone thinks a doctor is like respectable, like it sounds like he just, I don't know, with all his experiments, like I wonder like what makes him so respectable. Like,
right?
Does he actually save patients?
I don't know. They really, well, we should look up his profile and see. Whoa, what the hell?
How devastated can she be? Oh.
Thank you for watching. We hope you enjoyed our videos.
If you want more Bad and Tokki, we each have our own Twitch channels, Discord, and Twitters. The links are below us in the description.
Be sure to hit that subscribe button and that bell to be notified when we drop our latest videos.
We hope you all have a great day, and we will see you in the next one.